Welcome back to Central Valley Talk COVID edition. We have guests in the studio, but we're separated by about 6 or 7 feet here, so we're trying to be a little safe. And we're bringing people in. We're talking health, survival, how to take care of yourself, how to avoid COVID, just how to be healthy year-round. So to that end, we've invited in Brian Taylor. Welcome, Brian.
Thank
and your
you.
company is AirROS.
Yeah, AirROS by Sage Industrial. Sage Industrial is the main
what does
company.
it do? Set this contraption up here.
Well, for example, like here is a purifier. So we manufacture here in Fresno, Air Purifier.
Cleans the air.
Cleans the air.
I notice right now I'm talking, I'm spitting.
Yeah,
so
correct.
This picks up stuff that's in the air.
Our purifier is different from every other air purifier you're going to find. Our technology uses what's called reactive oxygen species. Okay. So what we're doing is we're taking in ambient air through the unit, using a high voltage electrical field to create reactive oxygen. Okay. That reactive oxygen will oxidize anything coming through it, so you're killing any type of bacteria, viruses, mold, etc. And in this case, obviously, coronavirus is a big concern. And what we're able to do is we're able to exhaust out the ROS and create trioxidane. So it's a natural antimicrobial agent in the environment, touches any surface that the air touches. And we've actually have scientific testing that shows that we kill coronavirus to a huge amount of coronavirus in less than 45 minutes.
Under 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Now, there's a lot of stuff floating around in the air. You don't even see it, right?
Right. And there's a lot of vaporized moisture that will carry it, bacteria, obviously, that you can't see, et cetera. So, yeah, there's the coronavirus itself can last on surfaces for multiple hours, multiple days, depending on the type of surface. So that's really where the cross-contamination can happen. And so then when you use something like our purifier to actually clean in the environment, so like we're have it installed in gyms, so now it's touching every piece of equipment, and in under 4 minutes we'll have a 90% reduction.
Wow.
So
4 minutes.
Yeah. Wow. And we believe it's actually faster. It's hard to test in a lab because a virus requires a host. Yes. So you have a host, bacteria. Bacteria is a little harder to kill, but we still kill all that bacteria in less than 45 minutes.
Okay. Now, this is a small unit. Would this take care of this room right here?
These units, actually, we have multiple sizes in this version. This will treat up to about 120,000 cubic feet.
Wow.
So 12,000
So this isn't a small unit. It's just small. It covers a lot of area.
This is physically small, but we can cover a lot of area. Our largest unit that we have will cover up to 1.4 million cubic feet.
Well, these places we're worried about, like gyms and stuff like that, makes sense that one would be in there.
Yes, and that's what we're working on right now. Is we have a lot of, because it's a new environment for us. Our history has been in agriculture. So Palm Wonderful has all of our equipment treating their product. So agricultural, meat processing, slaughterhouses. In 2017, cannabis opened up. So now we're treating greenhouses from mold, mildew, that type of thing. And so all of that has led us to here, where now the perishable is people.
Okay, people.
Yep.
So these big companies have them, but individuals can get these in their home.
They're not for residential use currently.
They're not.
They're not.
Just for commercial.
It is commercial and industrial. So we are working at like restaurants and.
I was going to ask you about restaurants and bars.
Exactly, restaurants, bars, schools. So we're working with the school district trying to figure out how that fits. Various colleges right now, gyms especially, and houses of worship.
So who doesn't need it?
Yeah,
everybody needs it.
Everybody needs it. That's the thing. So it's very interesting because we do have some tests going on in hospitals even with it right now. I mean, it concerns us, obviously, nursing homes. For us, we feel that if you would have had this even in the common areas, there will be less deaths. Because I can't stop you and me touching each other or spitting on each other immediately, but I can reduce that. Drastically, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where are we seeing these? Can you name any businesses in town? You said Palm Wonderful.
Yeah, Palm Wonderful's had them for years. Kingsburg Apple in town. We have some non-disclosures with some of the current gyms in town, but you'll start seeing them around in gyms, even locally. Yeah. So and right now we've been doing this nationwide as well as worldwide. I have a lot of units in grocery stores in Canada, etc. So we're doing a lot of different applications, and obviously with the coronavirus changed, now instead of just looking at perishable fruit or processes with food, which it's all organically certified for, now we're obviously getting an environmental, so it's you'll start seeing it more and more as we go.
We're talking about COVID every day, always talking about, but you mentioned something about mold. Mold's a big problem in this valley.
Yeah.
How would this help with that?
And that's how we started. Mold, bacteria, those types of things. That's what tends to infect produce, right? You're worrying about crown mold, or you're worrying about botrytis on strawberries, that fuzzy mold on strawberries. That is what it's been designed primarily to do. It's good enough that we've tested it against H1N1. We've tested it against MRSA, SARS, influenza. It kills viruses faster than it kills mold and bacteria, but it also kills those.
Well, maybe if we had these, I know they've been around for a while, but if they're everywhere, just even a year ago, in airports, and hospitals, and senior centers, and any place people gather, we might have a whole different
whole different thing. That's why a lot of our sites that have them, they don't have any corona outbreaks amongst their employees. So it is safer for employees. They have less sick time. So that has always happened, but there hasn't been a value to a lot of the businesses like a gym to do that when there wasn't a concern for the people. So now it's changed that whole market.
Well, people watching right now say, I must find out. There's a web address. Tell us the web address.
Yeah, it's AirROS.com, AIRROS.com.
AIRROS.com.
Yeah, also SageIndustrial.com. Yeah.
And if you didn't write that down, call me. I'll give you the direct web address. If you're a business, you're a gym, you're a restaurant, a church. A place where people gather. This makes a lot of sense. I see the church are in there on Friday scrubbing everything down for Sunday, but they don't have this in there.
Yeah, we haven't installed even at our church, so we've been running it since the beginning of coronavirus.
Nice.
So.
And I don't know if you want to talk prices.
No, that's fine. I mean, some of the smaller units are in that 3,500 range all the way to, we've done multi-acre greenhouses. They're all, and that could range to, $15,000 units or larger units, but they'll treat 1.4 million cubic feet. And they draw very little amperage. So even our large unit only draws 3 amps. These guys are drawing 68 watts or less. Less than a normal light bulb.
I have an air conditioning unit for this little room, and it draws way more than this machine.
Very, very low energy costs, all organic, all green, and that's our goal.
I got to tell you, Brian, I had no idea.
Yeah, and that's the thing. People are learning about us, and it's
it's
starting to become a big thing.
I hope the schools and the gyms and the grocery stores and
we're working on that.
And that we get a lot of these out there.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that.
That'd be the thing that turns us around.
Yep.
Anything else you want our viewers to know?
No, mainly we're just introducing it, making sure you guys understand it is USA made and right here in Fresno.
Well, it's sinking in a little. Maybe you could come back in a couple of weeks. We'll talk about it a little more and see if we get some people calling in.
Yeah, love to get questions and exactly.
Everybody needs to know about this.
Yes,
Sage.
most definitely.
AirROS.
AirROS,
AirROS. AIRROS.
That is correct. Reactive oxygen species. Yeah.
So AIRROS.com, AirROS.com. Find out about it. It's free to find out. Free to call Brian and ask him about it.
Most definitely. No, appreciate your time. Thanks, Mike.
We'll be back with more Central Valley Talk right after this.